If this country goes into chaos because of a disputed election, it's just as bad, if not worse, than a pandemic. So we can try and sort out all these issues at the same time.
And I'll ask you this, because later we'll speak about just your role as leaders to call government and hold them to account in regarding to cushioning Kenyans with this pandemic. But your statement yesterday as ODM really drilled down on BBI must lead to a referendum. Why did ODM as a party feel the need to emphasize? Was somebody threatening a different route of where BBI would go?
No. You know, as you had said, there'd been a lot of voices. Some saying that BBI is not a priority, maybe let's focus on something else. This is why it was important to be clear that BBI, as was envisaged, because even legally looking at the document, the Constitutional Amendment Bill, there is no way of achieving the changes, some of the changes that are within that bill, without a referendum.
But some presidential assent would work.
Yeah, but you see, you can't have both. Legally, you have to, if there is anything within the bill, you know, that requires a referendum, then the entire bill goes to a referendum. You cannot isolate the issues. You cannot isolate the issues. And this, and the process of the BBI process, we have belabored it, you know. And Honorable Alice was here saying, and I'd like to challenge, you know, Honorable Alice. And the entire Tanga crew, that they need to make a decision. They can't have their cake and eat it on the BBI matter. They need to say, we are opposing the BBI for 1, 2, 3 reasons, or we are supporting the BBI for 1, 2, 3 reasons. There's no room for watermeloning in the BBI thing. But what they've decided to do is to watermelon. You know, when it's convenient, they say, let's first focus on, you know, what is pressing for Kenyans, hypocritically so. When it's convenient, they say, oh, you know, the BBI process is changing some things, and we are happy with those things that it is changing. Politically speaking, you must give direction. Yeah. You must give direction, and perhaps that's why they are not performing very well in by-elections and so on, because Kenyans don't know exactly where they stand on matters as critical as the BBI. At least me, I can, if I'm woken up in the middle of the night, I will say the BBI is good. We need to take it to the referendum because of A, B, C, D, because we are getting more money to counties, because we are dealing with issues of electoral justice that have been problematic. I can say that. But now this thing of you know, so even the Bible says you shouldn't be warm. You shouldn't be warm.
Is it warm or lukewarm?
That you should decide to be hot or cold, or you'll be thrown out for being lukewarm.
You're about to be thrown out, Honorable Wahome. Do you want to respond to this?